So for this video, guys, I'm going to go over a play that I really like in the red zone around the 10 to 15 yard line, in that range, that I typically go to when I need a score right away. And it's a cover 2, cover 3 type of 1-2 punch. I have a setup for cover 2 and I got a setup for cover 3. So typically what I'm going to do when I get in that end zone is I'm going to try my first play against cover 2. Typically people are in cover 2 when it's shorter, or cover 3 hard flats, and the second is going to be the cover 3 hard flats. So you can do either or. You can set up the cover 3 hard flats as your first option and then go to the cover 2 if you notice that they're doing cover 2, or vice versa. But let me show you what it is. So what we're going to do is go against cover 2 first. All I'm going to do is baseline. And this play is the PA flow. All you're doing here is cutting off the play action and you're high pointing it to the wide receiver. When you're in this close, what ends up happening is those two safeties kind of widened out, and you're going to have a nice ability to throw it over the user to the Y. If the user gets a good beat on it, this B does a really good job of attacking on the back of the end zone, where he's your second option. If they try to rotate to the Y, you're going to have the B. If they don't rotate to the Y, you're going to throw it to him right away. So I'm going to show you what I mean. Cut off the play action, and you're going to be able to throw this ball up there in that spot, right? Now, that's if the user doesn't bite, one, on the fake, and two, is not, basically there to throw it. Now, the second option is, and say they go ahead and they sell out to that player, and I'll show you basically how this would work. I'm cutting off the play action. I'm going to get in tight, and now I'm high pointing it, and now which is a terrible pass, to that B player. Let me show it to you one more time. And what you're going to see here is, against this, you're going to here, say they're checking that player. Now you're going here, and you're high pointing it to that player in the back of the end zone. It's a 1-2 read when it comes to cover 2. It's very hard for a user to cover the left side player right here, who's going to go here. You can see how that guy widens out really badly, that safety. And what I'm looking for in this play is those safeties. If they widen out, I know I'm going to go to that player right there. And in this instance, if their user does a good job of like where this player would be right in the middle, then you're going to take your eyes back over here and you're going to throw it high to that player. The user really can't cover the left seam, which is right on the hash mark, and the right seam at the same time, and that's where the throw is going to be. So depending on what you see from that player, that's what you're going to end up doing against cover 2, okay? So I'm just going to simulate here where I'm just going to put this guy in some type of, quarterback spy to make it look like he bit on the run, and that's typically what I'm going to do right here. And now I'm going to high point ball to that player. That's my quick throw. So the second throw is the player to the post and make that work. Now let me show you what my setup is for cover 3. So with cover 3, guys, what we're going to see is that you're going to get hard flats the majority of the time, right? And what I'd like to do with this, and I'll get this in baseline, is move the tight end to the left, put the X on a slant. That's it. And when you do that, the B receiver does a good job of actually taking both the corner on the right and the safety towards the middle of the field, leaving the X open on the right side. So let me show you here. You can cut off the play action if you want. Watch this X. If you want to roll out to the right, you can. And you're going to be able to throw it to him in the back of the end zone. It's something that, unless they have a beat on, it's very hard for the user to keep his middle of the field integrity for any high balls, but also that as well. That time we got flushed out of the pocket, right? That's definitely an option if you want to do that, as far as being able to roll to the right to do this. But you can do this from the pocket as well, as long as you don't get flushed. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to block the running back. And what we're going to do here is try to get a little bit better blocking. See the A's there. I'm staying in the pocket. And now you're waiting to this player all the way to the right, and you're going to have some good success with it. It's just a nice route combination to use, is this ability for the skinny post over here, or the short post on this side, to take your cover 3 coverage away. So you can see here, they're going to take this guy all the way to the inside. See how he does that? And we know that from the past plays. Now he's got to go back to there, and he never really sprints. And you're going to see that you're going to be able to throw it to the outside. So just a nice cover 3 red zone play in conjunction with the cover 2. Use them both on the right hash mark if you're running it stock. But I do like to do a 1-2 punch, to where I try to figure out what coverage they're in on the first play. Hope I guess right. If not, I'm coming back to the next play and seeing if I can make sure that I get a 1-2 opportunity to score. I'm having a lot of success with it.